Welcome back. So this week we're critiquing last week's video and we're telling Empire what they can rely on me to do day in and day out. So first, let's critique last week's video. In addition to critiquing last week's video, I'm talking about some of the trends I've seen in my videos throughout. So first, most of the time, I think in 70% of my videos, I'm sitting down. Now originally that was because I wasn't comfortable speaking, and sitting down I didn't have to worry about moving my arms, how I was standing up straight, anything like that. I could concentrate on my message. Now maybe at first that was good, but in the end that's not a good thing for two reasons. One, it's not realistic. About most of my conversations with doctors, I'm standing up. And two, that comfort zone isn't good. I found my two best videos, I thought, were Brian Kelly's cat process that I just put up the other day, and when I was sitting in my car. Those two videos are kind of out of my element. I wasn't sitting behind a desk, and in turn it made me create more energy. It made me feel more energized, and I thought the videos were better because of that. Now that goes into how I speak. I found sometimes, especially when I'm sitting down, I'm very monotone. I get stuck in a rhythm and I stay in the same speaking rhythm the entire video. Now I feel like in order to make a profound effect on an audience, you need to change your rhythm a little bit. You just start speaking faster and then maybe take a pause and speak slower to make an important point. This is something that other people I've seen in the videos have done, especially Lucas's in his last video, and it makes a good effect on me, so I assume it makes more of an effect on other people as well. So those are two things I'm going to work on moving forward. Take myself out of the comfort level as far as standing up, not standing in a room, maybe going outside, maybe going to a doctor's office like Carl did at the hospital one day, changing up the scenery and the different energy that creates within yourself. And two, testing out different speaking rhythms, giving way more energy or maybe scaling back, mixing them both in, doing different things as far as how I speak and to try to gauge the effect it has on people. Now, my message for the last video I thought was pretty good. I feel like the time aspect as far as building relationships and your sales process is important. I was a little bit drawn out in how I said it, and I could have concised it down a little bit, but as overall I thought the message was good. The second part was about the diabetic wounds. I thought that was good as well. Unfortunately, well not unfortunately, but a fault of my own, was I didn't test it out before I gave it out to the organization. I should have went to a diabetic wound care center on my own, went through an original cold call there, see the questions they asked, some of the answers I may or may not have had at the time, to better prepare everyone so when I give that information out, I can give them a quick rundown on what they're going to confront and some of the answers they should have prepared ahead of time. And that's something I should have done. That's something I prepared for this week, maybe do another video where I can give that information up to help everyone out. Now something Empire can rely on me on is a couple of things I've talked about already. One is time. Giving it time day in and day out, and the grind I talked about. Working hard, all that good stuff. But another thing that I've really seen recently that I'm giving to Empire is kind of a different viewpoint. Because I'm new to the industry, I'm not stuck in a rut of thinking the same way over and over, where some people have been in the industry for a while, know the way certain things work, so every time something comes up, they want to move in that process. Now that's good. However, a different viewpoint can be beneficial sometimes. Maybe a little bit of ignorance on my own part, I can ask questions like, well, why don't we do it this way, or why doesn't it work like that? And it may open doors that we didn't previously think could be opened, or maybe 2 years ago, that's not the way things work, but now maybe we can work it that way. So that new kind of different way of looking at things, a little bit of ignorance, but a little bit of creativity as well, I think will be good for the company. Once again, hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions or comments, please leave them. Have a great weekend, everybody.